Don't ask me what time it is, I don't know, I don't care. I only care about my Father's time. My Father is God. I'm the unknown prophet of God, if you like it or not. People do have the big question how we did start to exist out of God. And okay, we are there. So how did God start to exist? And how long do Earth exist? So I'm walking with God, folks, for real. And first there was nothing, really nothing. God let me see nothing. He let me see how a big bang was created by something. And this is where God did come from. It was an explosion. And in this did come God. That's what God did show me. And then there was still nothing. The explosion disappeared and God was there. But there was still nothing, really nothing. It was completely black, dark. No stars, no nothing. There was nothing, really nothing. It was empty. And then God started to create light. Because without light you cannot see. If you go to bed, you need light, right? To read something, and when you go sleep, you put it off, and well, you know this thing. And God did do the same thing. He did see nothing, so he did create it light. Light he did create it by stars, the moon, and the sun. And he also did give me how he did create the sun. All the names he gave me on a paper, and I don't know the names. They are very difficult to understand. Like plasma and phosphor and, well, all that kind of things are in the sun. Everything is in the sun. In difficult names. I do not understand. So God was created by a big explosion, a big bang. And where this big bang come from? Yeah, then the question starts. I don't know. So when I saw this, I told my Father God, is it possible that I can lose you by this same big bang who did create you? Is it possible that you can be destroyed by the same big bang? Because there is something bigger than God, folks. And I'm very sure, because I saw God come from a big bang. And this big bang, it's possible that it will happen again. This is the only way how I can lose my Father. Where the big bang did come from, I do not know. But first, there was really nothing. And I know how God was created. God was created by the big bang, by the explosion I saw, coming out of nothing, because there was nothing. And then you know the story. God created light, and because there was nothing. And you need light to see something. You understand? So That's the first thing he did create, light. Out of the moon, the sun and the stars. He did start with the stars, because he also lived on a star. He do not live on a planet. You people think heaven is a planet? You are so wrong. Heaven is a star. So, then he started to create worlds like this, Earth, and well, all the planets you know and the planets you do not know, because these are not the only planets. There are more planets, and a lot more. But we talk about only Earth right now. So on Earth was nothing. First, Earth did not exist. Earth is not that old also. People talk about dinosaurs and all that kind of things, and billions of years ago and all that kind of things. It's bullshit, folks. Earth is very young. I think 6,000 years, 7,000 years. Yeah, something like this. That is the real truth. So 6 or 7,000 years ago, God started to create people on earth. So how the people come on that bullshit that the earth is so very old and that they found things from very old and all that kind of things. Don't go for it, folks. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. I'm telling you, it's a lie. You know? People been on the moon. It's a big lie. The moon is a light. You're gonna die on the moon like you're gonna die on the sun. You cannot walk on the sun. No one ever did come there. And that is also with the moon the same thing. These are two lights God did create. You cannot walk on light. Or you must be with God. Then it's possible. So God created earth. And then he created people. The biggest mistake God ever did make. Why? Look at yourself. Look at you. Are you not the miserable people I need to work with? So look at yourself, folks. What are you? What are you? What are you doing? Huh? So, and then the other stories come. Abraham was born and Abraham was touched by God. Maybe God did touch Abraham. As long Abraham did kill nothing. I'm telling you, folks. So this story with Moses is not even true. You know why? Moses did kill. He did kill one soldier. And folks, any soul have a reason to live. And you may not kill it, or you will not go to God. Also, you will not kill animals, or you will not go to God. The living things, what God did create, you not gonna kill. or you will not be with God at all. You are standing in the books like a murderer, and God do not take murderers. So you better never kill, folks. If you did steal and all that kind of things, yeah, it doesn't matter. Steal and lie, everybody do. But if you did kill or rape, this kind of things, you will never be with God. I am telling you right now, you never will be with God. You can try to go into Jesus, but Jesus is not home. You understand? Jesus is not home, and he will not help you. Because I am telling you all the time, go into Jesus Christ, go into Jesus Christ. But if you are a murderer or a rapist, you don't have to try. Jesus is not home. He will not hear you, and he don't want to hear you. And he don't help you. And that's for sure, folks. I did get the whole show. Also, when God was created, and God was really created like I tell you right now. That is what God did show me. He never did show any other person, so no one can ever know what I'm telling right now. No one can know, folks. I am the only person who did get this special thing from God himself. And I'm warning you, folks, I am the unknown prophet of God. And that's why I'm the unknown prophet of God. Because I know things you never can know. No one did ever walk this close to God like I do walk with God. And God really did give me everything I needed to know. So that you will know that I am here. You will understand that I am what I told you I am. I am the unknown prophet of God, and I am next to my Father. And if someone know my Father better than me, then come. Show me. Come with your dirty stories. So first there was nothing, and then there was God. And out of God did come the light, because God did created the light. And this is also how he started to create everything. But the most important thing and the most I will not say stupid thing or foolish thing are the foolish people. But I will not say it like that. I will say God did make a big mistake. He better never did create you. Because you are the problem. And you must go. The problem must go. You are that problem. All of you are. So God did make a big mistake. I also told my Father God, did you not make a big mistake, or am I wrong? You did create people. And look what the people do to each other. Definitely on the end times. They kill each other till no one is left. You understand, when God did have a fight with his best angel ever. Well, that was what God taught. And God threw him out. And many did go with this angel because he was really the best angel next to God. There was no better one than this Lucifer. There was no better one. Michael the archangel was there and all that kind of things. But the light bringer was more high than any angel. You think that God did throw the devil on earth to give us the problems? No, folks, it was not the choice of God. It was the choice of the devil himself, Lucifer. Son of the morning, son of the light. And God still do love him. You understand what is going on? So you do understand, if God tell me that I cannot come if I did kill, then why God will start to kill his own angel? Will not happen, folks. He will not kill the devil. God is not a killer. God killed no one. He will get his punishment, that's for sure. But God cannot kill. And also the angels next to God cannot kill, because they get the same message inside I did get inside. That you will not kill. So the devil will stay much alive. And you need to deal with this devil. And God did not throw it on earth because people are there. No, he did choose his own way. And then I hear the story, the devil is on earth and he cannot do the things God did forbid. And I'm telling you, folks, he do the things God forbid. That's why he's the devil. That's why he do it. And you can do the same. You are free to kill, steal, rape, lie. That's up to you what it's gonna be. If it is nothing of this, then it's okay. And Earth, folks, do not exist that long. Earth is a young planet, like all the other planets. They did go to Mars. Yeah. They do have pictures from Mars, somewhere in the woestijn. Come on. They got nothing. Such a liars. I saw a cola can on the moon. Now come on, say. Come on, And people get these stupid things. Get it into your mind. How can you become crazy? Well, listen to the people. Don't listen to God. God knows nothing. Huh? I'm telling you folks, you are very wrong. And also in the things what is happening, you are very wrong. Wait for the time of God. And God's timing is precisely. You understand? I do not go for your time, and that's why I do not go for your time. I do not know your time. That's it. I'm living in your time, but that is the wrong timing. Everything will start to happen when it is God's time, not your time. In your time, many things did go wrong and did not even happen. And then we talk about, I don't know how many of these people did go wrong in speechless things. And when I saw this, I become speechless. I told my Father God, why they don't do it like me? You get a dream or a vision and you talk. That's the most honest way I ever can give. And God told me, yeah, my son, like it is not possible. But I'm telling you really the truth. Earth do not exist that long. Because God do not exist that long. It did happen 7,000 years ago. So everything is very young. If I need to calculate billions of years, then 7,000 years is very young, right? And then another story. In that days when God did created people, they did live 700, 900 years. Did you know that people did live very long? And now the dying time is shortened. I think 100 years, 110, 105, I think it's a nice time to go, right? But it never been like that. For your life was standing, normally speaking, 700 or 900 years. That is 800 years longer, folks. You could live. And in that time, it did happen. Because everything was clean. Now everything is dirty. People die on diseases and cancer and, or they kill each other. That's why in that time, everything was clean. So there was no chance of dying. So you did become very old. But now, when you are 100, you may clap in your hands that you did make the 100 years. Missing 800 years. Or 700 years. Because that is standing for normal people to live. And you never did know. I'm telling you, you are all dying off very young, folks. You are very young when you are 100 years old. It's very young you die. But you think you are old. But that is not true. You die off very young. If you know all the things, folks, you will understand more easy. So go into Jesus Christ if you are not a murderer or a rapist. And do his things. This is how you will be close to God. Close like me? I don't know. I don't know. I never did choose for God. I also never did choose for the devil. So I was standing in the middle. Like I was waiting or something, you know. You must wait. The only choice I can give you is going to Jesus Christ. That's the only choice I can give you. And if you don't want to go into Jesus Christ, then choose nothing. Stay in the middle so that God always can touch you whenever he likes. But watch out for the devil. He also can touch you whenever he likes. But you need to open dirty doors. You need to say to the devil, yes, come take me. I want to be with you. I want to get these dirty things. And this is what you don't have to do with God. Because God will come to you and he will knock not on your door, but he will go straight in without asking anything. And you will get the shock of your life that God did come into you. You will be shocked, folks, like I was. You get the shock of your life. But your life directly will change when he starts to touch you and come in. And folks, this is completely the truth. And there are many people, you know, they are the highest people I'm talking about in mind, you know, and I know this thing, and I'm just a boy who never did go to school. You understand? So I know things no one ever could know. Can I do something about it? No, I did not create it myself. It was God who did create me, and definitely in the way I am right now. I can do nothing about it. You may complain by God what I am and what I'm doing here and why I'm here, why I warn you and all that kind of things. You can complain by God, go complain by God. You understand? Oh, you do not know God. You don't know how to be with God. I told you, go into Jesus Christ and better be not a murderer or he is not home. He will never help you if you are a murderer or a rapist. You will not handle these children like that because you make God cry. And you will not steal the life from another. These are burglars who never will go to heaven. Stealers of life better forget heaven. Yeah, folks, I give it another name because murderer and killing, you know, I just don't like it. I call it stealers of life. This is my thing, you know, but yeah, I really do walk with God. And for me, it's the stealers of life. It's more understandable for me than it will be for you. You better be not a stealer of life. But that's how I talk. And you will talk the same things if you will be with God. You will change your thoughts will be changed, your mind, your eyes, your ears. All the things become more strong. You will smell better and see better and understand better, hear better, feel better. A lot of things God will, well, you need to see it like a car, and it go for control, The car is going for a control. Is everything good in the car, This is also how God did come to me and started to do things in my body. And I did feel it from my toenail till the hair, the point of the hair on my head. So he did miss nothing. And it did happen for 3 days. I was like electrified or something, but a nice tinkling feeling in all of my body. And God did do this for 3 days, and then it did stop. And is it really the truth? Well, because in the beginning, God did come to me and I was shocked, and I thought, the shock will go away and it is okay. But then I lay down, and then I start to see visions. I never saw in my life before. And then I think, whoa, and who is this man? Who is this man with me? Who created everything? And I'm walking into his story. How is it possible? Because I know I'm on my bed. But I am together with this man. Who is this man? I did not know, folks. There was a man with me who started to create everything out of colors. And then I did go into buildings and into the story. And this is how God did create visions in me. It's more different than dreams. Because in dreams you sleep and you cannot control. But in visions you do not sleep. You know you are on your bed, you hear the children outside and screaming and crying and playing and all that kind of things. But you are not there. You are with this man who started to create everything in colors. Because he used colors. He used oil, he used colors, he used the heat, he used the coldness. And this is how he started to create stories, and things start to come to life, and you go into that story. But it begins with nothing. You go into nothing. Like the way God did come. People talk about visions. You tell me, what did you see in a vision? Do you understand what I'm talking about? How did God create visions? Can you tell me? No one here on this planet ever did tell this thing, what I'm telling you right now. How God did create visions. God did show me. Colors, oil, the heat and the cold. And he did mix it up with the colors and the oil and the heat and the cold. And this is how we start to create things. Living things. What start to come alive, and you go in it and you can touch it. If there is food, you can eat it, you can smell it, and you see God, because God is with you. You are not alone. There is a man with you. And in that time I thought, well, who is this man? And this is really what did happen with me. And I told you folks, I did get this like no other. You can find other people that do have big stories and a big mouth and big lies. I do not lie, folks. I'm telling you completely what is going on with me. Something completely did go wrong, or it was very good. And I think to walk with God is the best thing you ever can get. He is the creator of everything. But he did not create himself. The creation of God did come out of nothing. It was a big explosion. You never saw a big explosion like this in your life before. I saw this explosion. And this is how I do understand God was born or created. And people call it a big bang. But people do not know that God was created out of this big bang. People say that the people are created out of the big bang. But you are created by God, who did come out of the big bang. But they try to tell you and put into your mind that you are created by the big bang. But it was only God. So Earth is not that old. I did hear this story for the first time billions of years ago. And I told my father God, so you must be old, father. You know what God did say? Don't trust nothing and don't trust anything. Don't trust no one. The first thing God did say to me, when he did come to me, he told me, I am your father and you are my son. Don't fear. Don't trust people and what's coming from their heads. And I told my father God, okay, I will listen to what you say. And I see you people, and I do understand what God did say. God did say that I cannot trust you. So I did go a distance far away from you. And God did warn me for this. And I am the only one here on earth who doing this thing. And you can tell me a lot, but you can tell me, do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself? Why I say this? One day you walking in the street and you do have fun and pleasure, and then something go wrong. And then the people who are around you, first you did have fun with, but now you fighting with. You are like the weather. You cannot keep yourself together. You cannot walk to one door with each other. You are too stupid and too foolish to do this. But also stupid and foolish if you don't do this. You must work together, folks. We're going to lose big families. Work together. You must go through this one door. All of you on this planet. And it must fit in that door. And this is what you need to show God. So be nice. And go into Jesus Christ. That is the closest person. And it is your, how you call this? Your example. Your example how you need to live completely your life. Do what Jesus Christ did do in life. All of you. I almost will say, you must do this to survive. Or you all will die off, fast or slowly. Plasma fire coming out of heaven, stroking a building, and people die, and all that kind of things. Is it possible? Oh yes. Is it magical? Oh yes. Does it come from God? Oh no. No. Like I told you, God do not kill. So you will see with your own eyes what real magic is. And horrible, because it is the last time you see it. Then you are too close to the magic. So I warn you for that magic. This magic comes out of the air. But it do not come from God. Well, God created all the things, so it come from God, but God do not use it. This is someone else who use that kind of shit. You know who I'm talking about, right? This high child of God. Because that is what he really is. He is the highest person next to God. Never forget this, folks. God will never kill his own blood. It will not happen. How bad he will be. He will lock him up. And he will let him free again. Or he will become free again. You know? But God cannot kill his own blood. And also not your blood. Because you are his. You are the future of God, folks. And nothing else. You are the future of God. what this future will be. Will you be with God or with the devil? That's the question. It's your choice. And if I may be honest, you do have only one choice. Go into Jesus Christ and be with God. Go into Jesus Christ and be with God. That is the only choice you do have. Because if you ever choose wrong, you will get the same thing God's gonna do with his beautiful son from long time ago. You will get the same thing. You will be locked up and you will get lots of the things he gonna get. And that is what you do not like. But for the devil it's like tickling. But for you, you are a human being. And that is not the devil. You think you will become like the devil? You better forget it, folks. So the only choice you have to make, folks, is go into Jesus Christ, this person, go into him, to be with God my Father. Go into Jesus Christ. That is, if you are not a stealer of life, or a raper of kids. If you did steal and lie, folks, all the people did. There is not one on earth who did not lie or steal. And definitely did not lie. That is one person who did not do this. And there is where you need to go into. So that you will not go wrong again. And he is the only one who can learn you the right and good ways. And when you are in him, you never will go wrong again. You will start to understand directly how wrong your life was. And when you go into Jesus Christ, everything becomes visible. You start to see tremendous things you never saw in your life before, folks. I saw miracles I can talk about. You will never understand that I did get them. How God speak with me, how God show me the things, how I go to things, and all that kind of things. It really did happen. Any story I told you is completely the truth. Completely the truth. And I'm the only one with that kind of truth. Because no one ever was touched by God himself. No one, folks. You can forget it. Not one person on earth. Then only the unknown prophet of God. And I'm standing for you, folks. And I'm standing for the story. And the story must end. Because the book must close. It depends what you people do with each other. And how quickly the dying off will go. If you do it quickly, then the story will stop in my book more quickly. So I'm waiting for you. What kind of steps you gonna take? Are you gonna listen? Or don't you want? You are creating your own graves. And I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for the graves what will be ready to put you in. Well, at least, finally you will find rest. A little bit. Because you still got something to do with God and the devil. It is not finished yet. It is never finished. You was created like that. You never will be finished. But this is a story, folks. It goes so high, you really need to be with God to understand. But I'm telling you, afterlife, well, it's just what did you choose? Can be more worse. Or the best you ever can get. And the choice, you need to make it now. Before these things start to happen, that I see you go into your grave. Then it is too late. Choose now, before it will be too late. So go into this precious man called Jesus Christ and be with my Father God, like right now. If you are not a stealer of life, of a rapist of children,